Hey guys, Vegan Western RV here, back with another video, and today I'm back with some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last episode, we finished off our investigation for Reunion and Turnabout, and we are heading into the final trial day for Reunion and Turnabout, and we're gonna figure out exactly what happened. Now, I mentioned this in the previous videos, but trials in this game are split up into two parts. You have the trial former and trial ladder. No, they're not called that. They're not called the trial former and trial ladder, but every trial in this game is split up into a part 1 and a part 2 via a recess that occurs at some point during the trial. And so it is likely that this video will be split into two parts, but be aware that it is going to be the same trial. I'm not going to know whether this video is going to be in two parts or not until we get closer to the end. Or maybe you guys probably already know, because the video might be up already. I don't know. Anyways. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and, well, I'm the daughter of a master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all that you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please. It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright. I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Phew. Thank goodness. Nick? Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Well, considering that we're probably going to accuse her mom of murder, I think it is best for her not to see the trial. But she's gonna find out one way or another, so I don't know how much you hope to delay this, Nick. Hey, Mia's here! Oh, God. The voices, man, the voices. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me, as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan.
Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this.
Witness. Name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah!
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is.
Yes, that is.
You, be quiet. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Alright, let's see our first testimony from Morgan Fey. After we heard the gunshot, those two broke open the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
I'm getting lost in all these voices, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what Morgan's voice is like, and I remember what Mia's is, and I'm realizing that Morgan and Mia sound way too similar. Anyways, we pretty much have to, well, not every single statement, we pretty much have to press on. You have to press frequently, I know that. I don't remember exactly which statements you have to press on, but I don't remember exactly which statements to press on. Anyway, was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted us both out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of that room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright?
Miss Fay, please continue. I don't remember which statements to press. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected?
What, pray tell?
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there was always later.
Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Thrusting me away and escape from the room, have to press on that.
Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she'd called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However, fainted for a short while.
Oh, no. No. Okay, we'll go back to that later, I guess. I missed what he said. What did I completely missed what he said? Oh, what is happening in my brain? Great. Well, now what? Question further or leave her be? Leave her be. If she says she's unconscious, she knows nothing. If she fainted, then there's no way she can testify any more than she has. If I press her, I'm not going to get anything useful anyway.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there was nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, that is exactly where she...
Be quiet, you. Now then,
What the escapee had done was that she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eenie Miney?
I think you can see where this is heading. Witness, name and occupation. Okay. My name is, Eenie Miney. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant Maya Fey. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake.
Alright. Let's hear Eenie Miney's first testimony. When the channeling started, I was, sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. It was, oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally horrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Well, this is...
Witness. Yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Do I totally, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yeah. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up?
Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia! What do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Okay, we have to press on her happy in a sad way statement, whatever that was. This one. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one again?
But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the occult. But I know all about the crane channeling technique. The point here is that the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? Always question further. Question further here. Well, I say always. Don't always question further. But in this scenario, we're questioning further. So, you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange.
But... Ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Oh, it's very important. It is very important. It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got a bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony, not attend.
Okay. I'm totally cool with that. I wasn't scared at all. And her costume seemed totally normal.
And this is where we catch her. We are going to present, where is it? Lotta's photo 2. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my nines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Yeah. And?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
That...
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Alright, after the murder part 2.
The side room was,
kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? All right, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. There's a big problem in this testimony. I mean, obviously there's a big problem in this testimony if Maya's innocent, but, like, there's a big problem in this testimony. Anyways. And well, you have to press on the third statement where she's like, I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah.
I don't believe that for 1 second. This is also a very important statement to press on. Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better.
I'd like to feel a lot better, too.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, the sooner, the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of the place?
Something out of the place? Huh? Like, what do you mean?
When you were in the side room or going to the crime scene or arrived at the crime scene. When you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder or leave things be? Press harder! Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
It is very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
I don't get why, but okay.
I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Oh, God, I didn't mean to press A. I didn't mean to press A. I'm sorry, Mia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to press, okay. That's the correct statement. Okay, that is the correct statement. You have to present the sacred urn. I finally found the fault. Or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn.
Like, urn?
There are cracks. You see them?
So, like, what does that prove?
Objection!
Who cares about some worn out old urn?
Like, yeah.
I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could have not seen this person. And now you present Pearl Faye's profile. There you go. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Faye's daughter, Pearl Faye.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happened that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh,
And she just happened to break this urn.
oh,
Oh! Wait! She broke the urn? Yup. She accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here. What are you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
Contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's in her testimony just now. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? What does that even have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. We're making progress!
But look at the Manor Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
She was in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was right here, of course.
But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! Order!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Where was I hiding? And you have to present the area right behind the folding screen, where that little hole was, essentially.
Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen?
Oh, don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick depending on me, slimeball.
Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying...
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry?
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Where's the box? Where's the box? Clothing box. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lana disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right! I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yes, I can, with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. You present the clothing box again. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
What on earth?
I don't have the time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting right behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen, then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Okay, order! Oh God, I missed it. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and plan the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that is the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct. It's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. And here you present Morgan Fay's profile. This person... If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fay!
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Looks like she does not deny it. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Mr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney. She immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Oh boy.
Who is that, laughing at a time like this?
Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma? Surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, and putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Huh?
Well, that's, Yeah, that's right! That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't have a motive! Motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this newspaper clipping too. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with what? Oh, I thought I said. Did I present the wrong thing? Oh, I thought for a second I thought I presented the wrong thing, and I was like, wait, I could have sworn it was newspaper clipping too. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And do you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Samuel's stupid gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And, besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ouch!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, like, it's just as I, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I'll now include the cross-examination of Miss Edie Miney.
Oh, someone said to hold it. Was it Mia? Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder, but you know, regardless, that this girl is trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will have you thrown out of my way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec here.
And yeah, so like I said, trials are split up into like a part 1 and part 2 via recesses in this game. We are going to continue on with the trial in the next episode, so I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. I love this case, I really do. I love Reunion and Turnabout. And it sets up Trials and Tribulations nicely as well. But that's all I'm going to say regarding this for now. As I said, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!